Before we start today's audiobook, I just want to give a big thanks to everyone that supported me in Mohican. From the start, I struggled to this point, I've no return. So, thank you for helping me make this a real based true story that was based on actual events when I was at Mohican. Now, let's begin the book of a storytelling overboard, only for mature audiences 17 plus. Diary of a Mohican Kid, The Mustangs Chaos by Nicholas Ryan Bruce, Book 1. Page 1, April, Sunday. My name is Nicholas Ryan Bruce, but you can call me Nick for short. I live in a strange facility named Mohican Youngstar Academy. I know it sounds a bit childish, right? Well, let me give you some tone of advice. At Mohican, we are more than just a residential treatment facility. We are a team of people who care about each other and want to see you succeed. Those are just words I copied off. Reasoning for my sarcastic nature remains a mystery. How come? I'm glad you came up and realized how this story will impact Book 1. This little journal is just a manual for all who shall read before one starts off reading the many ways we deal with our strange fellows in one specific group, straight, tight, and quiet. At Mohican, we have a group of Mustangs that rather be super petty and love to be more pettier reasons we cannot explain. But do not disappoint yourself. This next chapter will explain what a shittier attitude does to folks that horseplay and what idiots can do appears on bipolar and ADHD. Alright, just kidding guys, there's really no pages numbered for this, but we're going to continue on to chapter 1 and then that'll be the end of the episode for now. Monday. As you can now understand, for some reason, the mornings in Mohican have been freezing cold during spring. So in your thoughts, where do I live? Well, you guessed it, Ohio. Too bad my father took me away from where I used to live. Now things haven't been the same since then. And even though Northern California felt cold during winter season, at least one summer rolled to center. It felt like straight paradise. Unfortunately, it's been 2 years now, so the pattern between then and to now really sucks ass. I'm so sorry for those who've moved over their lives. I just don't get why living in Ohio solves my problems whatsoever. The thing is, nobody cares one bit about retards here in Mohican, especially the so-called higher phases in learning phase. Right now, I am overhearing too much BS with my group, like certain individuals who act like they deserve their right over action phases. Let me clarify these buffoons. First of all, you sure don't act like you're grown. Second of all, provoking peers is technically above Mohican's protocols. And third, making fun of kids with certain issues goes way too far and proves my point on why the Mustangs need serious improvements starting today. Unfortunately, due to most of these idiots making a bigger fool out of themselves, it's tough enough with just about everything we do now from before. If you come and play 1v1 in basketball, the Mustangs side could either piss off guys like me or guys that are the piss offers. Sometimes in cases, Eli would be on a team during free time or gym time, and from what I can tell, his low energy is one can assist. But here's a second factor most of all. He's easily provoked. A lot of learning phases know how easy they can piss off someone, which doesn't even sound right. Let me just say, as a matter of fact, when OTs, aka lower phases, decide to stick up for themselves, these so-called learning phases be acting too pushy over something or someone doing the right thing. So you know what happens after? Pure self-empathy. Desmond is such the perfect example, literally. And a lot of us Mustangs, Desmond is too much petty more than a petty person. And with his inner self describes his own definition. Since I was first introduced to Desmond last week on April 13, 2023, my brain couldn't realize the tools needed inside Mohican's Youngstar Academy until 4 days later it came to a close when Desmond's true colors started showing. Just yesterday late afternoon, Jade's 5-year-old self argued against Desmond's petty world, introducing something new in return during staff's watch. I couldn't really remember anything Desmond said, but what I do remember for sure is how Jade rolled on ice for his Bologna speech. He said he wants to fuck my sister. Hold up. First of all, Desmond may be a liar, but he ain't that stupid. And second of all, I know for a straight classified answer that Desmond wouldn't be anything much of Jade. So why is this 12-year-old boy still trying so hard to be all living things, tending from annoyance through complete lack of peace? Sail to Jade, aka the little shit. I know, it sounds messed up like Diamondite, but hey, it's not the end of the world since this typical journal hides my own private thoughts, period. Anyways, so Jade is pretty much an instigator for the most part. Why do I say so myself? He's such a waste of time, constantly disapproving his literal learning phase, still being the complete little shit whose goal on becoming action phase may not help us ensure his capabilities such and such. We all had group today around 3 p.m. discussing everybody's issues back to back. Then Mr. Gooseby, aka the assistant director, enters into our rec room to discuss these bullshit shenanigans lower and higher phases decided within this unit. For my own acknowledgement, Jade is convicted over profanity, physical aggression, concerted effort to undermine the program, not listening to staff, and more. For me, it's totally obvious comparison between which is worse. Miss Mac told my issues with a grain of salt, or took my issues with a grain of salt. Sorry about that. Second of all, Desmond kept going petty 4 days straight, causing myself to prepare our version of Brawl from Smash Bros. And last but not least, I have 6 diagnoses such as autism, ADHD, bipolar disorder, anger, depression, and low vitamin D. 6 things I'll accept, to be honest. Because when we got numerous peers who've confirmed to admit their lack of care over certain individuals' triggers, it made me feel like Mohican is just rolling along some dirtbag reunion than its actual purpose of living. How is it like they don't give us a right to allow our triggers, but instead they're the ones accountable on their end? Makes no sense. Besides preserving a past from point perspective, I obviously did not earn my week since present day on Friday, April 21st, 2023. Rarely anyone lost theirs besides Alex, Jade, me, and Desmond. The real reason Alex lost is supposedly began last week. He was upset over the Mustangs' total downfall was Alex's sign meaning, I can't take it and fuck this shit and this facility altogether. So once the next day rise to center, Alex decided enough is enough to where he just stays put and doesn't give up from one position. Fortunately, Mr. Rainler and his other stepping stone makes Alex get up. Alex does not want to give up, forcing them to, conducting Alex's physical restraint acceptable. Even after Alex got put aside from group, once he came back 30 minutes later, Alex randomly jumps out in a flash, AWOLing like a storm. Funny thing here is, that day was raining / thundering his performance. People in our group still dislike Alex's issues even in today's type. Besides who didn't get earned weeks, there were mostly 80% in which succeeded, taking over Rec Room's atmosphere to 1,000. At least Chris made a single chance to win his own fight, proving how much time we care at times watch too. And so to perform Chris's heart and dignity, the Mustangs clap for victory royale. Eli thankfully earned his week fast, giving him another winner to solve first place. It's really not surprising you see Eli stay mad to suicidal. On my first week coming here, people told me like Braden that Eli be causing trouble one way out another, and Eli becomes aggressive from time to time, acting like such an idiot. Eli this week made his fair share by proving he's worthy of anything. As for the rest, we can milepost ourselves to prove people's natures worth the try. Beginning of group wasn't going to be easy, especially Chris. Our group leader, Mr. Johnson, has been removed apart from the Mustangs leadership. Now Miss Mac is the Mustangs new leader, which sounds pretty far-fetched. But no, Miss Mac is the new CEO for us Mustangs within reach, so whatever she plans on ruling, I just hope it's not too shabby or too cringe. Unfortunately, we may not know till sooner, because unless something unexpected comes out of nowhere, we may never know. If you enjoyed that audiobook for chapter 1, and since chapter 2 is coming up next, I will be giving you a little sneak peek on it, but if I don't blame me because it's really not my fault for doing so. So anyways, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on any social platform if you find it. If you don't, then it's on you. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later, and now I must pause away and get ready for another day. So, peace out, y'all.